Hey, what's up, guys? Kalamazi here. It's going to be our raid testing of Heroic Fractillus, which is the sixth boss in the upcoming Manaforge Omega raid in patch 11.2. This is an interesting boss. We'll talk about it here. So I'm going to try and do testing a bit different this time around. I'm going to try and explain the fight from, our kill. I'll talk through it a little bit and then put the actual just kill without me yapping about mechanics and things after it in its actual video. So if you wanted to skip towards the actual kill and not hear me yapping about it, that's fine. Either or, whatever you want. If you guys want logs, link to that down below. Also, a playlist is made, we made on YouTube for all the boss fights this year on Heroic Mythic testing. And yeah, there's that. Also, pushing for 100k subs on the channel this year. So if you guys would consider subbing, that'd mean the world to me. But yeah, let's get it going. So Fractillus is a weird fight. It was undertuned health-wise a lot on PTR. It dies very quickly, and it is pretty simple. There's not a whole lot to this fight. So there are these crystals in the room. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can't see them off the camera here, but you'll see them in a minute. Basically, the boss debuffs players, and with the debuff, you'll spawn a wall. It doesn't really matter where you're standing. Let me rephrase that. The wall will always spawn in front of the crystal based on where you are in the room if you have the debuff. And I'll play it a bit here. It goes like wall debuffs, and then clear debuffs, right? So I'll try and show a bit here. So these players with the circle over their head have the actual like wall debuff. I forgot what it's called, but it's fine. So they're going to move out here and they're going to place a wall, drop their debuff, whatever, in front of one of the crystals here, right? It's going to place a wall. And I'll show you here, these beams from the crystals don't want to reach the boss. You don't want that. They're not now, obviously, but the more you place walls and things, which we'll see hopefully in a minute here, see how they're right here, he's right here, wall, bang, walls come out. The crystal is elongated when there's a wall in front of it. Chains the beam longer here. You don't want this beam to reach the boss. Now, you're going to get one wall set, 2 wall set, and then you're going to eventually get a debuff that clears walls, right, on certain players. You don't want to place a total of 6 walls in front of these crystals, because if there are 6 walls, number 6 is the one that basically makes the beam reach the boss and you die. So you're trying to spread the wall drops out enough to fill the room semi-evenly while leaving an open space for people in the raid or a bit of free area to move around in here, while also then juggling the debuff that clears the wall, right? So we have one wall set out here. We're going to see a second set coming up momentarily, which we'll get to right about in a minute here. Also, you'll notice in a minute here, Boomkin is busted. So yeah, we're getting another set here. This is going to spawn over here behind the raid frames. I don't know. Yeah, some over there too. So a good example here. Yep, so perfect. Turn my camera. So we have 3 walls here. 1, 2, 3. See, the beam here is longer than this beam. It has no walls. If we went 4, 5, and 6, the beam would be reaching the boss, and that would kill us. We don't want to do that. So we basically know that this next mechanic coming out is going to clear some of the walls, right? So players that get the mechanic need to move preferably in front of the walls to have the markers to have more walls, right? So now it's sort of hard to tell them apart. If you have a orb over your head, that drops a wall. If you have a line like that right there, like that, the arrow over your head here too, it's like a little line behind your character that comes out. This is the actual wall clear debuff, like right here. This is going to be clearing a wall. So they're moving over here to clear these out. Now, I believe it is each individual player's line will clear 1 wall segments. I believe this should clear all 3. I'm not sure if it's buggy or a little weird, like positioning wise was a bit funky, but that's how you sort of manage the walls. Now you're not getting, you basically get, I think you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think you get like 9 or 10 walls, like across the 2 sets of walls you get, but you don't get an equal number of clears for the next set, I believe. So that's like your sort of, ramping in rage, right? You got to kill the boss before you run out of clears and walls, all that stuff, right? Now, if you're sort of dumb, and you put all 6 walls in one part of the room off the bat, you're going to wipe really fast. So you sort of control how fast you're going to wipe here, essentially, right? But this is going to come out. This is going to clear. So this is going to go off. We should see at least 2 walls break in this area of the room, which we did break. I think we broke all 3 there. Yeah, so we broke 2. There were 3 players there. I'm not sure if it's buggy or whatever. Maybe there's a limit on how many you can break. I don't know. Either way, broke some walls with those lines, and that's it. Besides that, he does some big ability here. A lot of smaller air of denial, some larger debuffs come out, which you spread out for here. Once these go, there's that, and congratulations, you know the entirety of Heroic Fractillus. That is the whole fight. Yeah, this is basically a simple patchwork fight. It's rinse and repeat, but you are slowly running out of room with like less clears for the walls versus walls that are coming out. Like that's legit. I think there's some tank thing, probably a typical tank taunt, don't die thing. I'm not really sure, honestly. We did have tanks over here on Far X and Far Star having their own like areas to launch walls off to. I believe he said tried to immune the actual, like, he bubbled the wall and still put a wall down. I believe, but I can't totally confirm that. If you want logs down below, maybe you can find it. But I mean, that's basically it. If you get this debuff, just run far away. That's it. It doesn't matter if you cleave the crystals; it'll make a difference. Run far. There's that. And that's the boss, pretty much. There's not much else to it. It is a patchwork single target HPS DPS check, and you can see the longer we go on here, like the longer, or there's more and more walls stacked up, right? So. We're gonna have next debuffs here. I get a wall as well, so I'm heading over here. I choose. I try to go far for tank wall here. Actually, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. I can put a wall here or here, but like this has less walls. Maybe if you bad roll something or whatever, it's better to have even distribution, right? Regardless of where you are, the wall is gonna spawn basically in front of the crystal. Even if I'm standing like way back here behind the crystal itself, it'll still spawn in front of the crystal. It'll still come out and spawn there. It'll also still knock you back. Also, these walls are LOS. I forgot to mention that. They're LOS. So heads up. I drop here. There's that. This beam does hurt. Don't stand in it. Great. I'm done. Mechanical success. And there they are clearing with their lines as well. That'll actually clear the walls out. And there you go. One other thing worth noting is you can actually get, there's a weird overlap here, which I might even get soon. This boss is going to die soon anyways. It might have been the previous pull. Yeah, so this one here, these are walls coming out. You can get, like, so like, I went back 10 seconds, right? This is the actual wall clear mechanic with the little line behind you and the arrow over your head, right? So like, walls are cleared. You can get a wall clear mechanic right into a wall mechanic. Yeah, see, they're already out, right? And if you're not aware of it, I believe there's a certain like overlap where they can like actually literally overlap. You can get both mechanics at the same time, essentially. So you have to be careful of that and pay attention. All right, I'm putting a wall down, now I'm clearing. Or I'm clearing, now I'm putting a wall down. It happened to me at some point. I don't think it's this pull. Yeah, gotta be aware of that. Probably should just make that not a thing. But that's literally the fight. The boss dies in 10%, and yeah. But you can see you're running out of room here. You can see the crystals are getting longer and stuff. I mean, we spread out pretty well here. Yeah, that's basically that. So yeah, cool fight. Boss dies. Obviously nerf boomkin. Disgusting boomkins, but yeah. So there's that. And I'll put this full kill here, or whatever, this full segment in the actual second half of this video, if y'all don't want to hear me yap. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you later. 2 more videos tomorrow. Peace. Wow. Yeah, these are
4, 3,
depressing.
2, 1.
A lot of things in life are depressing, and Tyrant's one of them, yeah.
Oh, I cannot go farther. Right.
We got PI'd, oh my gosh. Are casting a bolt, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Did you want me to taunt now until the next month?
It's like a regular shadow bolt with less than PI.
Like,
I have a 3 stack over there. This is the clear. They have a 3 stack there.
because I get knocked out of melee.
Okay.
And you won't have to do it from your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Targeted.
I got targeted by the clear. That
I don't think I hit the crystal.
issue.
I can. Alright, good to know. I think I can, but I'm not sure.
targeted.
Clear, do not clear on green. Clear anywhere else but green.
I need an external here.
Do not clear green. Do not clear green. Do not clear on green.
Yeah, I'm buying my die here.
Boom.
Somehow I made it through.
We could put 2 on.
Green's our safe spot then?
Yeah, move to green.
Okay,
Yeah,
green,
start
move to
green.
safe
Green
spot.
safe spot. Yeah, if you're really fast, you can one spot. That's it.
We're killing boss. He's dying fast here.
Start clear. Can wipe it.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm going. I think this was a good pull. I really did.
Yeah, it's fine. Just kill it. Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a monster of the sands.